All right. Good morning. This is Renee Fenoy checking in with you, hoping you are well. TikTok, we're on over here a little earlier than what I think I may have put in the description. I don't even think I typed in anything for the description, but we are going to paint this simple design. What I'm going to do is check and see if I have it in my download folder. The paintedpost.com, that's there, and I don't know if that was really clear because it looks like it's just out of screen there. So that's my website. Go and join my email list, and I have a download folder over there. You join, you get an email, and then you check your spam. Make sure it's not there, and then, oh boy, let me make sure we're not going offline. You check your spam, and then you will see a link in there that'll get you over to the download folder. And there's still some really good goodies up in there. These are still available in there, and these are really, really cute and easy to do. So go grab those. Right now, they're no charge. I still have not slid them over to my paid shop. But yeah, we're getting ready to paint this, so I'm just going to double check and see if it's in there, because I don't want to tell you to go get this design and it's not. Sometimes the designs that we do here have the freebie component over there for a moment, and then sometimes not. They're just going to be in the shop. So I am here. We painted this last, Thursday and Friday, and yeah, nobody asked for that, so I did not put it over in the shop. So not in the shop, but I didn't put that in the freebie folder. We also painted this cutie last week. This one is in the freebie folder, so go join the Painted Post. Let me put this up here, paintedpost.com. Join the email list, and then you can get access to this. So watch for your email. Click the link in the email, the confirmation email, and then you can go ahead and click on that in the fall folder. So yeah, we paint over here. We talk, but we paint. And I forget, I am live over here on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. So I've got two different things going on. We're going to get it together, but we're here. Even if you just want to join us, and when I say us, that is Bob and I here in the studio. You can join us. And if you don't have any paint, go grab your crayons, colored pencils, and as they would say, and the light. Let me turn off my GIF just over here on this other screen. Oh boy, that makes me super dizzy. So let me make sure that, yeah, the crayons are here. Go get something to create with. Go to the download folder. There is still some wonderful goodness in there. And of course, this is in there too. So I've got a variety of things in there for you to grab at the time of this particular broadcast. All right, so let me move this out of the way. We've got our water. Probably need to change it a little bit. So we're ready. What do you have? What do you have? And you know what? I think I got on here. I didn't say who I was, and I didn't ask you how you were doing. Let me get myself together. So I'm moving my wheel. Be right back, fine, out of the way. I always have that posted over there. All right, so let me make sure I leave those there. And I have to have it down low enough so that you can actually see it. But we're going to move that out of the frame. I've got my paints here. All right. And I've got to remember, I've got 3 different cameras going on here. We're learning. The lighting looks pretty good. So let me make sure over here on, you know what? I didn't even share my screen. Well, you know, I'm not going to share anything today. It's just going to be a simple, straightforward painting. And I can't remember I can't put my hand on the last one. I think maybe I did a black t-shirt and the white symbol. I think I'm going to do a pink t-shirt with a darker pink um, bow here. So I'm just trying to get my setup over here. Good. It is 6:38, and we are ready to paint. So we paint for about 20 minutes, and then we send you on your way to have a good day. We're painting for art, joy, and wellness, and I absolutely love it. So let me make sure I have something. Okay, I think we're good. Over here, let me remove. Okay, so I am in there. All right, so now the painting cam is very clear. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and get started. All right, and I am going to dim this light over here just a little bit for the YouTube camera. All right, that's a little bit better because when I tell you there's so much light up in here, there is. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get started. Thank you for those that are popping on. Appreciate that. I'm going to move these out of the way so they don't get any paint on them. And yeah, let's go. My water is here. And because I'm zoomed in right on the painting surface, it's hard for you to see all of the side stuff going on. YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn see a little bit more of that. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to do our first coat here so that can soak on into the paper. Let me put my water down, y'all. There is limited room up in here with this new configuration that we're here for. All right, so I am going to try to keep this here because if I have it here, YouTube, Facebook can see it just fine. But if I put it here, TikTok can see it fine. Well, you know what? I have another paint set for them to see over there, and I'll use that as well. I hope you're doing well. This is Brene Furnoy, art teacher, and I love inviting you into my studio. So we're just hydrating. These are some watercolors. You can pick up some even at Dollar Tree. I have a set over here from Dollar Tree. So we want to make sure that this is pretty solid. You don't want your paintbrush dripping. You just want it very wet, okay? So we're going to go on in here with our first coat, and I'm going to add some red to that. Now this paint, I can tell, has a little bit of that gelatin involved. I think you remember me saying that I love the praying, but some of the colors have that gelatin in there, and it doesn't allow it to just stain the paper. But the black is rich, the red is rich, the blue, but that orange and that green, oh, and that violet has a little extra something in there that we don't like. If you think about hand sanitizer, it has that, the alcohol in there to kill the germs, but it has that extra ooey gooey, addition in there, so it doesn't just drip all down your hands. All right, so we're coming on in here. Ooh, I'm trying not to knock things over. All right, so this is a quick, fast painting, and I need to find my other pink. Now this set lasts a pretty good long time. I've painted probably 10 paintings using this set, so it's a pretty good set for that. Now I don't know about the archival light fastness, for any of the fine art crowd. I walk both lines. I'm in the fine art crowd and the fun art crowd. Okay. All right. So we've painted that, and so now I really want to wet this back here and go ahead for it. I'm trying to see if I just want to do a blue background back here. Let me see. Let me see if anybody has any comments or anything. So I've got this pink Should I do a very light pink here, or just have the pink, the white, and do something in the background to pop that painting? Let me see. Oh, there are people that have, okay, come through. People have come through. Let me do a few waves. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, so now what I'm going to do, because I enjoy doing the wet on wet, and it's fun to watch. The kids at school love the wet on wet. You wet the paper, and you want it to be a little bit shiny, so you know that the paint will slide and glide across the surface for blending. So that's what we're going to do. I love the wet on wet. We did wet on dry here because we really wanted that pink to soak in. And what I think I might do a few little grays here. Maybe I'll add a little pink here. Maybe I'll do that. Add a little, try not to knock this water over, guys. Let me see if I can add this here. That way it's still right here, but I'm not knocking it over with the right hand. So I think I'm going to add a little bit here while the pink is flowing. Get that on here. Just to add a little accent. Let me move this over. Like I said, adding TikTok now to the live stream is interesting because, you know, I wasn't sure, you know, if TikTok was going to be a thing. Should I try to get over here and paint? Because I go live anyway. I've been going live for about 6, 7, I don't know, I'd have to look at the calendar, 6, 7 weeks because I enjoy it. I enjoy it so much. Inviting you into my studio, and during the pandemic I got in here maybe for about a month and just live streamed while I was painting because I enjoy painting and I enjoy inviting you in. I said I was going to make this a little darker up in here. I'm going to add a little bit of little red over here. Let me get just a little smidge of water, and then I am going to bring this over so you can see me mix that. Right, we're just going to just tap it and hydrate the paint a little bit. I've got a little bit too much water in there, but the good thing is it dries out over here. So I'm just going to mix. I'm just pushing down on it to release some of that water because I don't want a lot. And I'm just going to go in here. Oop. Now I'm going to tap over here on my napkin. Make sure you can. And then now I'm just going to use this and blend that in here. That's pretty intense. Okay? So that kind of gives the illusion. And I'm going to go right here to make sure that let me clean out my brush because I just want whatever little moisture is here, and I'm just going to blend that out. So that makes that look like a shadow effect there. I'm just going to fade this down. Let me clean my brush out again. All right. And hopefully, eventually, I will figure out how to make sure my YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, everybody can see the same thing. It's good to see sometimes how this stuff was created. So I'm going to add a little bit there. I'm just taking just a little bit off the side because I don't need a lot. It's not a large area. And we're just kind of very slightly blending that in. Could I add a little purple? Could I add a little black? Definitely could. Okay. Oh my goodness, thank you for the hearts. Listen, I get wrapped up in this painting and I don't always see what's going on. And if you're making comments, I would try to make sure I stop from time to time to make sure I look at that. So we just added a little subtlety. I need just a smidge. I'm going right in here on the side. Just to wiggle my brush just a little bit to pick up. Where was it going? First, let's straighten that brush out. I'm going to go right here. Alright. Kind of make that more like a shadow. I'm just kind of fading that out just a little bit. It's not smooth. Let me go ahead. I don't want any color. I just want just a little bit of water to just hydrate what's already there and smooth that out. Okay. So now that adds a little bit more interest here. And I think I'm just going to do some wet and wet in the background. And our art practice today will be done. We came in here, and that's what I want. I want some simple, easy, fun, enjoyable designs that you can get in here and have a good time doing. And, you know, hey, my membership opens up next week. I'm behind the scenes working on the school platform, getting the ideas and things laid out. So that's what's coming. All right, now I could use the blue here, but I'm going to save that for when I'm out and about. I am going right back over here to my frame. This is nice big chunks of paint. Let me show you how much paint is in here. And I use this in my art room with my kids. Look at that. Look at all of that paint compared to what's in here. So this lasts a long time. If you can get this frame set for under $20, then you better go ahead and grab it somewhere. I don't know about TikTok Shop. Somebody may have to let me know. How do I don't think I have enough followers. So what I may do is try to work on that for the next couple of weeks so that then maybe I don't get a red flag from TikTok when I tell you where to go purchase it. Because they're like, hey, you can't tell them to go anywhere else. They got to get it from the TikTok shop. Well, I am not qualified for the TikTok shop, and I still want the people to have it. So where do I send them? How does that work? Oh, my goodness, there's 66. Okay, let me go down here. Let me see if anybody told me how to do it. How many subscribers do you need to start a live video? You know what? Somebody was saying 1,000, but obviously, if you go to my profile, I do not have 1,000. I got an invitation. So, and I'm using it straight off the app inside the phone. I think there is like a TikTok studio that you can use from your desktop. And I think it's just a PC. I don't think they have the, what do you call it, the Mac version. So I can't use it. I'm an Android and a Mac, what do you call it? Apple and a Android girl. So my phone right now is Android and my computer is the Mac. So let me go ahead and do this wet on wet, and then I can give you some change back and send you on your way. So I am going to still pop on. I enjoy it. I won't be on live Friday, so I'm going to probably give you a little extra on Thursday, okay? But today, we're just going to get in here and make it short and sweet. And if you like any of this, you know, I guess it's all gamified over here on TikTok, so you can go ahead and give me some, whatever, those hearts. I don't even know what the hearts mean. I don't have a clue. You can go ahead and just follow me over here, because this is what I do. And you'll see other little snippets and things like the nails did, okay? And you'll probably see a video or two about that. But this channel here, I'm an art teacher. I love to teach. And now I am ready to retire and do some things online. And I enjoy coming on live to paint. So I am filling up my background here with water. And I've got to be careful because this is index cardstock. This is not like official water paper. And then I got to see what you guys want. I know some things that I think would be cute, but I'm going to have some polls and different things. So what I'm trying to do is make sure my paper is really, really, really wet for this last big finale, because you want the paint to float on top. So now, here we go. So this is good. And so now I am going to just add some water here to the blue. Let me turn this around so that I can hold it. So we are getting, and I'm not digging, I'm just wiggling. This is what I tell my students. So my brush is really full and saturated, and then here we go. All right, so that's going to be spreading around there. I'm going to need some more water down here. All right, and then we'll just kind of move this around quickly, lightly. Maybe I shouldn't have any glue at the bottom. Okay, so that's a nice puddle over there. And then we're just going to move this along the edge. All right. You see, just to get rid of that, oh, that's my timer that's telling me it is time to move on. If you like this, go ahead and follow me, subscribe, or whatever this terminology is over here. And then join me in the morning around 6:30, because that's what I've been doing on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook for the past 6 weeks or so. And I think I just added TikTok maybe the last week or so. So just getting rid of this white paper. All right, we're just coming along this edge. And of course, this is painting with, training wheels. So that's what my membership's about. So let's see. I've got to figure out how to have you over here on TikTok, because I see memberships here, but it's going to be on my school, on the school platform. I love that platform. It's easy to navigate. And the membership is going to be set up. And I'm new to actually running a membership, but not new to running a classroom, y'all. I've been teaching, is this 22 and a half years now? So I love to give you simple, easy tips for your painting success. And I want you to enjoy it. Get those few little tips and skill builders up underneath your. I got quiet because when I get close to that edge, I have to concentrate. So that blue helps pop that shirt out, and I didn't do any paint down there. And I don't want this to be a part 2, so I'm going to hurry up. All right. There we go. I don't think we need a part 2. All right. So this is just kind of floating around here. And, of course, you can build it right on out to the edge, because this is what I tell folks at a paint party. Look, the paint is here. Paint the sides. Get it done. And it just makes it feel a little more complete. So I am going to go right onto the sides here. Yeah, thank you. Hello there. Just got the #1 gift badge. Okay, hello there. Uh-oh, I think that's one of my babies. Oh, my goodness. Get off here. I told you guys, if you get on here while I'm live, I'm going to block you with your little cute selves. Get on off of here. Go to school. Go to school. Oh, Miss Annoying, what's your TikTok? Miss Annoying, what's your YouTube? I'm not telling you. This is not for you. With your little adorable selves. And I know that's one of my little cuties. Get on off of here. Go to school. All right, I'm going to see you in a minute. All right, so we are, I don't know, I just felt like I needed to clean up that edge. I don't know why. Because we could have left it because we already did the main part, but I just needed to. It was just down in my shana now, y'all. I just had to get that out. And I'm going right on up here. Okay. Because also I use these at, the in-person events. For example, look, this is what you can do. And then now I'm adding a membership too. Come on now. Come on. So we're going to have some polls and things, so you can tell me what you want to paint. I have some ideas, of course, but you can tell me what you want to paint. Okay, so this is a complete statement. All right. The membership will be $15 a month, but this is my 10th anniversary of doing paint parties. I'm going to see how I can do like a special. All right, so this is very wet, and I painted on top of index paper. Okay, so you see I went outside the lines a little bit. You know what, any complaints, go to the complaint department. All right, I don't know where that is, www.thecomplaintdepartment.complaint. all right, go find that out, and then get back to me, let me know what they see. Now I'm going to add that paint down there. How long will that take? Not long. Let me make sure my brush is clean. Okay, I'm going to go in there and add that pink really, really fast down here, and then we're going to get off of here. And I want you to have a fantastic Monday. I hope you had a good weekend. Okay, I hope I don't pull up any of that blue in here. Now this is my home printer, and I'll pull this up too. Now, I don't know, and I didn't check to see if this design was in there. I'll show you a couple other designs that definitely were in the download folder. So join, print, and paint, baby. That's what we're doing over here. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's get this last little bit right here. This last little bit. And I'm moving. My hands move right to left. Okay, so naturally they go right to left. I put my little pinky finger down for anchoring. So it's stuff like that. I want you to be successful and enjoy it, because you might want to. One of my painting buddies has a journal, so you might want to, expand into that once you get your painting skills up. I'm going to hit this with a little bit of red right here. Maybe not over here. Okay, well, we're going to go right on over here to the frame. There we go. We just need just a little bit on this side. All right, let me check the time because I don't want to go past 7. So I am going to add a little bit over here. And then that just, let me just go in here and clean this off and just use just some water to blend. Okay. And I don't really have a lot of water in the brush. It was just whatever was left. So you see how that smoothed that out? All right, so we're just going over next to that line. Oops, we went out the line this time. All right, so that, my friends, is that. So I am going to pop over here, say my farewells. Let's see here how we're doing this. Okay, let's see how we're going to do this with the TikTok. Okay. Okay, here we go. So TikTok, this is what I'm doing. I am live streaming here. Where am I going? Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, that's where I am. And I'm using StreamYard, and the title should have been Breast Cancer T-shirt Painting. And I don't think I put that title up there, but here I am. Let me flip and let me figure this out. Now, like I say, I love a lot of cuteness. Yeah, team too much over here. Let me see if I can prop you up without knocking you over. Okay, let me show you some. You can go and grab this design. It's in my download folder. Now, I know this is backwards, thepaintedpose.com. Okay, that's what this is. You go in there, that boot is still available, and you can do what you want, any color combination. And this is still in there. All right, you don't get the 4 on there. If somebody wants that, I could do that. But I put 4 on there so I could do it in a couple colors. So I'm going to paint this a couple more times during this fall season. Hi, this is Brene Flanoy, art teacher. And look, I forget, I got 2 cameras. So let me pop you up over here. So then I am not doing the crazy look. Let me see if I can pop you up there carefully. There we go. All right. This is Brene Flanoy, art teacher by day. I love painting portraits, and I love teaching paint parties. So this design, I am not going to say it's in there because I don't know. I don't know. But if you want it, shoot me a direct message. Okay, that's what I'm going to say. Shoot me a direct message or reach out on the website, thepaintedpose.com, and let me know that you're interested in that. This is still available, so go grab that cuteness. This is still available for no charge. It's in my no charge folder. This one, we painted Friday. It's not available yet. Why not? Because I had to clean this house, okay? We had to get in here and clean and do some things, all right? Because sometimes this online space can, and then, real life happens. So this is Brene Flanoy, art teacher. I am signing off, and I'm going to figure out how to do it on both platforms. This is how I sign off over here on, YouTube, LinkedIn. Thanks for watching. Have an amazing day. Spread a little art joy. Whatever your gift is, do it well and share it with others. Let me click them out. Peace to you. Have a great day.